Today I have Mark. He ended up getting a D+ in genetics and C in his chemistry labs. How do I position myself to get into pharmacy school with low grades? Mudda cold brew on deck, baby. Not focusing. What up, guys? It's your boy, Kevin the PharmD, aka Kevin the Refugee, refugeehustle.com. The other day, I got a question on my email, but I wanted to do a separate video. I answered this on the stream, but I'm just gonna freestyle today and just come up. Maybe I'll come up with a different answer today. You never know. Every single Sunday, I have a stream, so you guys can hop in, usually around 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But damn, do you hear that? Today, I have Mark. He is not doing too hot in school. He ended up getting a D+ in genetics and C in his chemistry labs. You know, I totally relate because back in the day I failed in orgo class. He says, I feel like I don't know what to do. My parents want me to continue pursuing this career path. When he asked his mentor, who's a fourth year of pharm school, he said maybe I should apply next year or consider another profession. My advisors told me straight up I should stop pursuing anything in the path of healthcare altogether. If I could hear your opinion, that'd be greatly appreciated. I've been there, man. I've definitely been there where I've been failing my classes at one point. One of my first videos was actually about going on academic probation. I think first things first, your mentors or advisors, man, I can't believe your advisor told you not to pursue health field altogether. I think that's really bad move. Maybe they're just trying to look out for your best interest. But I would try to reframe the question. Instead of, should I do pharmacy? If you really, really, really want to, and from your question, it sounded like it was your parents' dream, honestly, not really yours. Because like one thing that sticks out to me was that you said, my parents want me to continue pursuing this career path. But here's the thing, I think sometimes like when you're at that age, like I understand you're younger, you might live with your parents, and we get so influenced by our parents' decisions and stuff that it makes us want to do something. I was talking to my friend Alicia, I did a podcast with her, but basically she was telling me how her family kind of, not forced her, but heavily influenced her to go into pharmacy. And if you're going to pharmacy for that reason, dude, at the end of the day, your parents don't have to deal with the consequences. Your parents don't have to deal with the debt unless they're paying for your school. But you're the one that's gonna have to put in all that hard work. No one else. So if you're just doing it for your parents, dude, look somewhere else, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, pharmacy school will have its tough moments. Like most of my friends, we all had those moments where we wanted to drop out, where we felt like it wasn't for us, but with one, a really good support team, and two, your own desire, your own drive, your own grind, your own hustle, that's how you make it through pharm school, you know? Because when you have that drive or hustle, then you'll figure out a way to make things work out. I remember this one girl in my pharmacy class. Man, she was the toughest girl. She's really, really quiet. She always used to sit in the back, but she was like Rokai. She was super smart and super driven. She never complained. She was just very stoic in the way that she approached things. Whenever bad shit happened to her, she would just figure out a way to do it because her drive to support her family through pharmacy was so strong. So it was never a question of should I, it was a question of how can I? And that's something I always admired about her. And yeah, man. So back to your question, your mentor says that you should just apply next cycle. And honestly, that might be a good idea. But let me ask you this, what's the risk of just applying this cycle? And not going with the belief of, oh, I can't do it with low grades and stuff. The real question is, how do I position myself to get into pharmacy school with low grades? Because you're not the only person that has done this before, you know? Everyone, we're not perfect. Some of us maybe get a C or D at one point, you know? How can we better position ourselves? Is it we retake the class? and we show improvement, and then we make that into a story, into a positive, you know? Analyze, like, maybe why am I not doing so well in this course? Is it because I'm not getting enough support, I'm not really paying attention in class, or I'm not really focused, you know? A lot of people are very worried about their weaknesses. But honestly, a lot of when you fail at something, it's a good opportunity to really analyze and turn it into a strength. That ability to analyze when something shits the bed is so important. I mean, I try to use it in my pharmacy all the time. Like, what happens if we don't hit the numbers? What happens if we fucked up this problem? How can we better resolve it? It's that problem resolution that is so important, you know? Honestly, I think you should look for another advisor, to be truthfully honest with you. But also, like, maybe ask a better question to your advisor. Hey, have you seen anybody else with low grades apply to pharmacy school and get in? Or talk to your friends. Do you know anyone that was kind of struggling in college but still got into pharmacy school? And talk to them one-on-one and get a better idea of how to position yourself in that situation. Like I said, you know, for me, when I failed a course, I actually retook it, and I did really well in it. Just because, you know, all the lessons I learned that I didn't do enough problem sets in organic chemistry, or I wasn't truly focusing when I was in biochemistry, you know? Those are lessons that I learned, unfortunately, the hard way, you know? And thank God I took AP classes, because I probably wouldn't have graduated on time. It's a real opportunity, you know? I try to share these stories where I fuck up, you know, like when I had my overdraft fee and how it motivated me to get back into investing again. And so, like, dude, what is your story? What is the story that you're telling yourself? Because what I hear is that I can't get into pharmacy school with low grades. This is the story that people are telling you. And the story that you're telling yourself is like, dude, I'm a complete fuck up. There's no way I can get into pharmacy school. But how do you rewrite that story? And I think it's more important to ask, like, hey, yes, I have low grades, but how do I rewrite the story and actually get into pharmacy school? Hopefully that helps. Guys, if you got any more questions, feel free to email me at subscribers@refugeehustle.com. You can pop in my live stream and maybe I'll answer your questions there too. But honestly, or you could just leave a comment below if that's easier. So anyways, guys, appreciate the love. Make sure to subscribe for my emailing list so I can just update you on the reg, baby. Anyways, guys, hopefully you like this kitchen video part 2, baby, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Damn, this cold brew's the shit.